John Thomas.
Station, everybody, because we've got the great Herminio. Reyes Jr. is in the house. Good to see you, man.
Leave it to me. 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 Let's go. Let's go. Leave it to me. 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 Let's go. Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Yep. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. What's up, station? What is going on? I'm obviously hyped up off of coffee. So you already, I'm like, yeah, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm drinking right now.
Ooh. What is going on, everyone? Station. I don't know if you guys heard me. I did a little rendition of what a fallen brother of mine. You know what I mean? It's Batman Day.
I was gonna mention that. I loved it whenever you said his name like that. John Thomas. Yeah.
I figure it's Batman Day. I might as well put him up there. You know, think of Batman. I think of my man John Thomas. You know what I'm saying? And Batman. Oh wait, what is that I see? What is that I see? wait. We need a close up. Stand. I wish our T-shirt guy was here. Stand up and show us your T-shirt. Batman.
Ignore the
Man,
head. I don't see anything about Portland's basketball team.
What?
Yeah.
What? They be a little bit traded. What? No, stop. Oh man, Batman Day. I was looking for my Batman hat and I can't freaking find it. I'll probably find it the day after today. I'll be like, oh, here it goes, kind of thing. You know, you guys know. I always find it when it's too late. I have my Spider-Man hat. We are doing a Spider-Man show, so I don't know. What's his face? The Batman guy. Fatty Boom Batty is in the
Johnson. Another John.
Yeah, you know. Stout. You know what I mean? I know him as Fatty Boom Batty. Can you believe that? Oh man, I still wear my Dismay Comics.
Very nice.
Dismay Avenue T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? I got from this Kickstarter, which we discussed his new Kickstarter. And if anybody missed that, check it out. We did it earlier. My man Brandon Ingram was back from Dismay Comics. Talk about his new Kickstarter there. So give it a listen. Give it a check us out, man. New Kickstarter and all that. I'm gonna probably put the links down below on most of my new shows. He's got 18 days. We're trying to get to the poster. 2,500. Get to 2,500 money. You know what I mean? $2,500. We can get to that. We get the poster. Wonderful poster. And then of course I'm getting the shirts. You know, he's got like 2 now. He's got 2 different colors. I don't have to get both shirts, but I'm gonna want to get both shirts. But in that Kickstarter, you could get all his stuff. You could get the Dismay Avenue 1, 2. You could get the Gallows Man 1 and 2, and then the new stuff, the Tales of I'm already forgetting the name. Oh man, I always got brain farts when I do these shows. I might as well put the cover right there. Boom, Tales of Town City. There you go. Wow. With that wonderful team. That tail there. So Hang Mutt is up in the house right there. It's my boy Hang Mutt, you know what I mean? So guys, check that out. Check out the Kickstarter. Check out our show earlier today on the Rewind. And if you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Ding that bell for notification for future videos. You see that show. Me and Tom cover up all the Spider-Man issues in memory of our boy. You know what I'm saying? My man Sam, you know what I'm saying? Sam Taggart. We always gonna remember that. It's pretty much why I always put his memory in front of these videos, because he's the Spider-Man guy like us. He was the inspiration to do these shows and stuff like that. And his spirit lives on through the show. So
Yes,
we
it does.
always stick around. And we love you, Sam. We love you, JT. Batman Day, rest in peace. They're up there talking about Spider-Man and Batman and watching us down today. My man representing, my man, that way. Representing Batman for me today. I'm representing Spider-Man. Batman, Spider-Man, you know what I mean? Forget the team. Forget the team. Forget the team. You know what I'm saying? Of course. Hi, hon. My wife's
Great.
in the house. My man Eric, the stash one, and aggressively relaxing station, bro. Thanks for joining us. So we could act very silly because today, of course, we're doing the Amazing Spider-Man issues 25, 26, volume 6. Do, do, do. You know what I'm saying? We're pretty excited doing Spider-Man up in the house. I'm hyped, man. I know I did a show already, but that's not. I do show number 2, and I'm already hyped because I'm got my man Tom here. Time up in the house, and of course we do some more Spider-Man books, like we always cover the Spider-Man books. And of course, before I go to the Spider-Man book, I have a third show, guys. So I went from not having any shows for a couple of weeks to doing a third show this Tuesday. The Amazing Collected Editions show returns. It returns from a summer break. Like we always take the damn summer break, yo. I don't know why. But my man Fargate's in the house. We're gonna talk Amazing Collected Editions, of course, on Buses Collected Edition books like this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collector. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
I'm like, ooh, TMNT. This one's volume 10. And this show has nothing to do with this, but you know, it might as well put in there. Which I have to do a reading of all the volumes. It's up to book 15.
Whoa.
So we're gonna have new books that we got during the summer. You know what I mean? I was hoping to have a review of the new X-Men book. I read enough of it. I probably still could do it. I don't think I'm gonna finish it before Tuesday, but who knows? Maybe I have events gonna happen. Of course, 2 shows today. Tomorrow, I go see my mama. You know what I'm saying? Then I go see some football. You know what I'm saying? My Jets play the Cowboys. Fargate's stinky Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Boo. But and if they win, if the Jets win, we talk about it Tuesday. If they don't win, I'm not talking about it. I'm not talking about it. So check out that Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday night. Yeah, man. So I forgot I was doing that show. So I don't know. My wife had plans. Scratch that. I have a show Tuesday night. My man Fargate and myself representing. Oh, Kenneth is in the house. Station here tonight. Yes. Happy Batman Day to everyone. I know we're doing a Spider-Man show. You know what I'm saying? Good thing your man John starts out here. You know what I'm saying? Because he probably catch the rerun, but like, is that what I see? That's something you got to deal with him. Members of the Portland comic crew up over there. You know what I'm saying? So, oh man, what is up? What is up? Of course, you guys know we got a little something going on later after the review. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, check it out, man, because this is my favorite time of the day. You guys know you love it.
What is that?
You guys know you gotta have it.
What is that?
What is that? As soon as I find the goddamn thing.
Is it we talk about Batman?
Batman? Some show and tell. That beautiful sight. Up in there a little bit later. We love some show and tell. You know what I'm saying? I had some show and tell to tell, but I didn't put it together this week. So I'm just gonna show my haul for the week, which is a thick one this week. It's the thickest one of the month in a while. I was like, oh, these books came out. I'm gonna show you guys what I got. It's gonna be like old times with the Wednesdays. No, you know what I'm saying? With Blast Wednesdays when I show my books and stuff like that. I might be having that show back pretty soon when things slow down during the winter and I could get caught up with some of the books. I couldn't stand doing the that haul video and not knowing half the books because I haven't been reading it. So yeah, I'm hoping to get to the point where I caught up with most of those books, and instead of me going, I haven't read it, but I'm sure it's good, and then put it aside. You know what I'm saying?
Guilty.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure, I'm hoping we get to that point soon. And of course, my man, Comics Journey, Station. What's up? James Phelps, what's up, bro? It's been a while. Station, man. First time seeing JT and Sam headers. Perfect stuff. Big Herm looking slim. Thank you. Yeah, my man. I had to show them both doing a spot. Yeah, I shaved some years off. It always happens.
Oh, baby faced. You got the old man over here.
Oh man, it's definitely my man Hardcore Station. My man Bobby De La Ghetto in the house. Thank you on this happy Batman Day. Of course, like Phelps was saying earlier, my man JT, we used to see him on the Bueller Show live in the chats and stuff like that. That's where I met JT. Of course, Batman Day reminds me of him. Of course, I had to do his little John Thomas. There you go. I did it again for you guys. People seem to like that one. And of course, my man Sam. So Sam's always going to be in front of this show because it's a Spider-Man show. Mm-hmm. And whenever we do a wrestling show, JT will be always in front of that. Speaking of JT, I love the symbol. He's our icon now. You know what I'm saying? And Phable and Blame Phable Show put that up there as his icon, which is freaking phenomenal. I love that he did that. They had a phenomenal show. I tried to get in the show, but Instagram didn't let me. But you know what? Instagram in your face, because YouTube is a different ball game. YouTube will let me in on the first show, hopefully, if I'm invited. But wonderful show. My man, the fabulous one, the music to the channel, had nice things to say with me, and he almost made me cry. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to go in there and cheer everybody up again because, we're taking for JT and stuff and all that. But that was beautiful. Great show, guys. If Instagram lets me, I'm going to watch the whole show on the rewind. But they ain't even let me in the show. So, speaking of my man, Steph, what's up? Missing Link was in on that show representing, you know what I mean? Representing good. Thanks for going on there. You did it for all of us. But since it's my show right now, you did it for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't get in there. Herm, selfish. Oh, man. That was a great show, man. And all you guys, thanks for coming on. Anybody who's literally in the chats, thank you so much for coming on me. I know I blah, almost 14 minutes, and we still haven't got to the... But you guys know I love chatting with you guys. I love getting things going. My man, Primetime Tom, he's already used to me being super silly and stuff like that. Brandon Ingram earlier was used to me doing that. We all used to have a ball here. Saturday night, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. Oh, the ladies in the house. Yeah, she was up in here. IG cheated on us towards the end. We wanted her appearance. Yeah, man. They cheated. They did it on purpose. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Just because I didn't pay the bill. You know what I mean? All right, man. But that was wonderful, guys. That was wonderful. I can't wait for the Blame Phable Show to come up on the YouTubes. You know what I mean? It's going to be all of us up in there. You know what I mean? And, he's going to do his thing with Nick Comic Culture. You know, Steph's going to be there a bunch of times because that's what we do. We go on the show and we have fun. That is a great, great, great. I still like to call it a pop culture show because they talk about everything. You know what I mean? Pop culture's still alive, guys. It's still the shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Yeah, so the new intro. Yeah, man. Collaboration between him and Manny. You know what I mean? And Manny done some wonderful things with videos and, of course, Phable with the music. You know what I mean? And, yeah, that's, it's touching too, you know what I mean? Can't wait. All the things he probably has planned for his shows, it's gonna rock everybody's show. It's gonna have all the stuff all over the place, you know what I mean? Show some grace. What's up, Tom? I'm here talking. You can interrupt me, you know what I mean? You can be like, shut the up, Herb. Oh man. Definitely good stuff. Yes, James Phelps. But we're here to talk about Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Think about it. You know what I mean? I know like you probably could do a whole show just talking about pop culture, these pop figures, you know what I'm saying? These wrestling figures. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this man right here. We're not even here to talk about Batman on Batman Day. That's kind of messed up. I should have done a Batman show. But maybe next year. We're here to talk about Amazing Spider-Man, which I had my issues and I put them aside, and they're still here from the last time. All the times I never find the issues, but I have mine, and I'm gonna show them right now because I freaking happy that I found them. I'm gonna give myself a not a solo, but right here, issue number 25. You might say I showing the prompt. I actually got the issue. This is a thick 25 issue. Legacy number 919. Legacy number. We're getting close to that big number, guys. That big 1,000. You know what I'm saying? 1,000. You know what I mean? We got MJ in the back. This is one of my least favorite issues. Not because the issue is bad, just the whole MJ Peter thing. You know, my man Tom's gonna explain why in a minute. And then the big fallout. The one shall fall. Burn, burn, burn. You know what I'm saying? Who is it? I don't know yet. Don't spoil it, guys. Don't spoil it. Tom, don't you dare.
Is it Optimus?
Optimus Prime again?
No.
No. It wasn't Rodimus. It wasn't Hot Rod's fault. All right? Stop it. You know what I mean? Oh, man. I'm all over the place, man. We're having fun here, like always. But, yeah, we're going to keep on keeping on because, you know, this is about comics. Spider-Man numero 25, my man. The ball's in your court, my man. What happened in Spider-Man number 25? 25. Let's see, 101. Oh, you got the nice
symbiote with the yeah.
Yo, that's hot, man.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one. That's pretty cool. See, that's why I could always count on Tom with that. He's that way.
They have an alternate edition. Gwen Stacy, actually, too.
Bobby let go of those. Batman Day, Spider-Man Night. There you go. Very good. That was a good one, man. Issue number 25. Who's writing this again? Who's writing it? Who's drawing it?
Mr. Zeb Wells? Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Zeb Wells. Not very popular in some Spider-Man fans, you know, right now.
They're on the cover. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
We got who's the artist? It looks like they're sharing.
Yeah, they're sharing. Zeb, JR. I mean, not Zeb. JR.
I was like, he's drawing too. Holy crap!
Is that Scott? Manana?
What? You almost made me splash the page with Pepsi. You know what I mean?
Some dude named Marco. Oh yeah, Marco Mintz.
Bobby likes your cover. Yeah, Maj. So we got Karen Andrews and John Romita Jr. I guess let's carry on. Which I kind of like the art. Sexy art. You know what I mean? Let's go.
All right, so we have this flashback in the action. The god Wyatt. Yeah, Wyatt is lunging and trying to attack MJ and Peter. This is when MJ like intervenes. She's like, Peter, no, and
no, Peter, you can't.
She's like, I'm sorry, Tiger. And Peter's like, oh, gets sucked into the portal, and then that jerk Paul leaps in and knocks silly, and then we get the and then in another room in another dimension we cut to the mad scientist, Dr. Math Scientist, Raven. And Raven's like raging mad. He's like, he realizes, that his master has been cut in half. He's like, oh no, Wyatt is dead. He's like, oh, I'm gonna get revenge. I'm gonna get the sacrifice, the Scarlet Woman, aka MJ. I'm going to plunge her through the heart, and then I'm going to turn into become my god. He's like, he vows to get vengeance. Did I say vengeance? Am I bringing back this? I am vengeance. Anyway.
I am vengeance.
So we cut to...
He looked like he's a Super Saiyan right there. He's like over 3,000 right there.
It's over 9,000. Anyway.
Or was it 3,000? I'm getting it wrong now. Over 9,000, like 3 times the 3,000. No.
Oh yeah. Maybe it was 3,000.
Maybe up to 9,000. Maybe up to 1,200. No.
So we cut to one day later, and this is after Peter got sucked back into, I think, our dimension, and MJ's all like telling Paul, I'm not. He's like MJ, we got to get out of here. That guy's gonna come back. He's like, face it, Peter is gone, and she's like, shut up. So she, bitch slaps him, because that's what Paul is. No. Forgive me, please.
Oh, he called him a little bit. A little bee. Ooh.
So she's like, shut up. Peter's going to come
Bobby,
back.
you didn't hear that, right, Bobby? You didn't hear that.
Bobby's like, this is a family show.
It's a family show.
Yeah, it's a family show. So, there, she's like, Peter's going to save me like, Peter always does. And, he's like, we got this hole in the wall, We got to. I'm gonna go grab some, some mortar and patch that hole up. And then it goes back, and it goes to moves ahead to 1 month later.
1 month
and
later.
Kind of device on her wrist. Apparently, I guess Paul's made some device that will kind of match the code of the enemies that are trying to attack them. And knock them out. And then MJ's like, what you're doing with those numbers kind of reminds me of the lucky number 7. Like we're hitting the jackpot. Does that sound familiar?
No, not with Paul.
Oh, not with Paul. Come on.
With Paul.
And he's like, Mary Jane. And then he's like, hit the jackpot. So then we cut ahead to 3 months later. And MJ is like
badass.
He's looking badass, like G.I. Mary Jane.
She's looking great.
Woo, G.I. Mary Jane, like Sarah Connor.
Oh man, actually Scarlett from G.I. Joe.
Right. Man, I don't know about that Mary Jane, but man, woo.
Oh wow, she's like all like ripped and stuff. Like damn.
So we're
getting hot up in here. It's getting hot.
Getting hot in here. No, anyway, so, Raymond's going all Morbius on him. He comes back. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you, Scarlet Woman, and surrogate husband, surrogate boyfriend." And then, and she's all like, "Paul, did you get hit?" He's like, "Yeah, I got hit in the shoulder, MJ." He's like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Oh, I only got hit in the leg." I gotta work on my voices.
You're doing fine.
We need to get moving. He knows we're alive. She's like, yeah, perhaps we should get moving. So they go to 1 week later, and it's pouring down rain. And he's like, shh, I hear something.
MJ's telling her inner Rambo, call her Mary Jo.
Mary
Jo! I see what you did there.
So he's like,
love it.
He's like, Mary Jo. I mean,
that's a great picture. I would get a poster of that or a shirt or something, man.
Oh yeah, man. Woo.
All right, let's continue. This is the big issue.
Oh yeah. He's like, shh, Mary Jane, and she's like, cussing, like blasphemy. She's like, what is it, Tiger? And I'm like, how dare she call him Tiger? What's something wrong with that? So they cut forward. 3 months later, they're, it's winter, snowing. They're at some cabin, and he's like saying, they hear this crash, and they just barge into this cabin. They're like, don't move. And there's these 2 little kids here. They're like they're scared. And the little kid is like, have you seen the Scribble Man? And Paul and MJ are like, Scribble Man?
Jigga, what?
Scribble Man. And the little boy, he's like, don't touch me. He's coming. Don't touch me. He's like, he's going to get you too. So the little boy is like freaking out. His sister's like, ba 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 ba.
Okay.
Her too. Don't touch me, sis. Don't touch me. And so and Paul are like trying to be, be the fill-in parents, and they're like talking around the campfire. Yeah. She calls them all tigers.
God damn it, MJ.
Man, MJ. Man, MJ's just a player. Man. Sorry,
I'm not a player. I just tiger a lot. You know what I mean?
So, Paul's like, did you tuck them in? Was it easy to tuck them in? And she's all, going off on him again. And he's all like, maybe we should just leave them. It's not in our plan to take care of two little, orphans. And she's like, goes all, Mary Jo on him. And,
Mary Jo.
knowing stuff about it. And she's like, we're not going to leave them. And
that's her new name from now on, Link. Mary Jo.
So, he realized, he's, testosterone is just not going to make it here. I got to listen to the woman. He's like, he retracts it. He's like, okay, I didn't say that. And she's all like, okay. He's like, I wouldn't say that. I'm a sensitive man.
He was like, I'm just playing. You know what I mean?
He goes, I wouldn't. Okay, let's go back to drinking our coffee. You're like, good then. So we... Man, this issue's crazy. So they cut into 1 month later, and they're being a little happy family, and Mary Jane's like trying to get the little boy, whose name is Owen, to eat. She's like, eat some food for me, please. She's like, you hear me, buddy? She's like, and he's like, well, the Scribble Man, he might still come get us, and Mary Jane's like, Mary Jo is trying to, Mary Jane is trying to console him. She's like, no, the Scribble Man's not coming back. We're safe. And he's like, well, Mary Jo, surrogate mommy, did you get
Jo?
She's trying to console him. She's like, you can give me a hug whenever you want, Owen. And then
well, we all want to see the next page. Come on.
I don't know about that. Then we get back to the pinup page for the
she's looking like Mary Jo again. Damn.
Huh? And then we got Paul sporting the. You gotta check out that man bun, man. Really?
I didn't want to leave the kids. I asked if you wanted to. Oh Lord.
So, Paul's like all talking to her. He says, I know it's crazy, but using some of those symbols, maybe we did jackpot. And he's probably all thinking, I think I hit the jackpot with you. You're all looking ripped and sexy there, Mary Jo. So he's all like, playing around. He's like, let me adjust those, wrist things for you. He's trying to make some adjustments to this device that he made to kill the monsters that are coming after them. And next thing you know, I guess he breaks a piece off, and he's like, oh my gosh, I broke a piece off. And then they have a little moment. Oh, Paul. Oh, Mary Jo. So then we cut back to, a couple days, and they're, sitting there being all like a happy family. They're giving the kids a bath, and they're playing games and being all happy. And, Paul and Mary Jane have a roll in the hay. Well, not necessarily a roll in the hay, but they're there in the hay. We'll just assume, something happened.
They were just looking at each other. Come on, nothing happened.
Then it cuts back to, G.I. Mary Jo kicking some butt. And then it shows Paul, making some, a glyph, I guess a glyph barrier. Mm-hmm. And then it shows, Mary Jane being a tutor to little Owen, and that shows them looking out at the sun. having their little Tatooine moment, except there's only one son instead of three. Anyway, and they're all being a family again. And this is a crazy issue.
Tell me how to get to be a happy family. Dun, 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 dun. No, stop.
Mary Jane is like, oh, I'll check on the pasta, and then doom, doom, doom. Owen's like, oh no, I think I hear the Scribble Man. He's coming back. Mary Jane's like, checking on the pasta. She's like, she drops the, everything. She's like, oh my God.
I'm trying to cook, man.
Oh my God. And he's like, you better believe I'm back. Then it's too late for you, Scarlet Woman.
Scarlet.
He says, you're going to taste the blade, my blade of decay. And, she's all going like domestic goddess on him. Just totally whacks him with the pasta bowl because he's going like flying at her. And she clocks him. And the next thing you know, he's going for her. He's like, I'm going to get you, Scarlet Woman. I'm going to stab you from the heart.
Get you, sucker.
And the Mountain Man Bud, is like, get away from her. And he's like, how dare you defile the ceremony?
Uh-oh.
And then, just all out of nowhere, Mary Jane goes all Super Saiyan on him. And those wrist devices. She's like, oh yeah, Raven? You're the one that's going to hit the jackpot. Pow, 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 pow.
Oh, shit.
And ding, 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 jackpot. Super Saiyan. Woo!
Super Saiyan over 9,000.
Over 9,000.
Over 9,000.
Goes, boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
And then Raven's like, how dare you, woman? And next thing you know, crash, boom, bang. And then she shoots some beams at him, and I guess it turns into cotton candy or something. So he gets knocked out. And then Mary Jane's like, really, Paul? Cotton candy? He's like, yeah, I know. I'll try again. He's like, but you got to remember, when you get 3 skulls, you really hit the jackpot. The Raven gets back up. He's, got his sword of decay. He's like, listen, people. Scarlet Woman, you're going down. Because I am Wyatt, emissary of... I am Raven.
What?
Next thing you know, bam!
Guess who's back?
Thanks to Osborn's metal spider suit. And he just goes flying, leaping into spider mode. And then MJ is like recalling, flashing back to when Peter came back. She's like, you were saving me just like you used to. And then Raven's like, you've been gone too long, Sunblood. You think you're going to stop me from doing my sacrifice? He's like, you could no longer stand against me. And she's like, and then Peter, Raven had just become too strong. And he's like, Raven's like, Sunblood, now you're going to witness the sacrifice of the Scarlet Woman. It's like, you've given me all the time I need. And next thing you know, blade goes through his chest.
Fatality.
And that jerk Paul comes to the rescue, and then boom, bang, bang, thud.
Jerk Paul wins.
Yeah, jerk wins.
Oh, man.
And Wyatt's like, there I go again. Raven's like, oh, I must submit to dying. I'll do it for my good Wyatt. Oh. And then MJ's like all freaking out. Like, Peter, is that really you? You're not a Skrull, right? You're not Bruce Wayne. You're not Batman, right? And he's all trying to have a tender moment with her. Like,
Batman.
Hey, are you all right? She says, how did you? He's like, all trying to embrace her. Like, well, come here, give Tiger some loving. She's like, Peter,
nah, son.
you've been gone like 4 years. He's like, but MJ, Thanos didn't snap me.
It's only been a day in my world.
Yeah, it's only been a
What
day.
happened?
And then that jerk Paul, Tiger 2.0 comes out. He's like, MJ, the kids are scared. And then Peter's all like, well, who are they? Who are these kids?
Kids? What the hell?
It's like, what is it? What is this? Reading Rainbow? Sesame Street? What did I happen upon? Where's the camera?
How much longer was I gone?
And then he's like, Peter, they're my family. He's like, what?
They're family. I mean,
and then we fast forward to a scene in the hospital. And apparently Paul's in the hospital because he got injured getting Raven. Yes, Raven. Got the name right this time.
Raven.
And they're having a little, MJ and Peter kind of, catching up on things. And then Peter's like, turns to MJ. He's like, how long was I gone? She's like, years, almost 4. She's like, I thought I'd never see you again. And Peter's all like discouraged. And he's like, and Paul? Can you explain this whole thing with Paul? She's like, me and Paul and Rory and Owen, we're a family. He says, but
family.
Peter's like, I was running to get back to you. And she's like, thank you, I appreciate that. He's like reminiscing. He's like, but we took a walk in the park. We were gonna move in together. You asked me, but then you said I was a mess. And he said, well, you'd let me come back to you. She says, yes, when you're not a mess. She says, I'm sorry, Peter, I'm not leaving them. And I gotta tell you, my poor Peter, my heart sank.
Yeah, I was kind of tight. I was like, damn it, MJ. So what? 4 years? Really? You've been with this man longer than that. Come on, man.
Yeah, come on, man.
I get it. We all have needs, but come on.
So the doctor's like filling, MJ in on Paul's condition and saying, yeah, his liver got negged, but he should have a full recovery. And he says, we need a little help though in IDing him.
Station Biggie Shack. What's up, brother?
Biggie Shack. And he, and the next thing you know, Peter's just like took off. He's doing the walk of shame. He's doing the, Spider-Man No More. And then all of a sudden you hear this voice, familiar voice. Hey, Bubba, you have something that belongs to us. And then, America's Fantastic Four pop out of nowhere.
They want some answers.
Van Grimm's, and, Human Torch is all like, flaming mad. Oh, did I just say flaming mad?
Yeah, flaming mad. There you go, maybe.
And, Human Torch is like, you got a lot of explaining to do, man. You got a lot of explaining to do. You took our little mini fusion reactor thing. And then Peter's all like, all mad and stuff. He's like, it doesn't matter. I can't give it back to you. He says, it's fried. It served its purpose. I got MJ back. That's all that matters. And then, Human Torch is like really hot under the collar. Man, there I go again. And he's like, what's up with you, man? You're just being selfish, and Reed Richards is all like, Johnny, don't do it, don't flame him again. And Human Torch is like, you got to know your place, boy. He's like, I'll whip you, Peter.
Yeah.
Peter's like, about to sucker punch him. He's like, you shut up, man. Just shut up. Next thing you know, Ben's all mad too, like pow pow. So he just sucker punches, clocks Peter. Peter's like, what? And the next thing you know, Reed's got him by the throat. He's like, okay, knock it off. He's like, Peter, just stop, please. Just stop. Peter's trying to clock him. And then, Sue's, visible woman, Sue, puts up her barrier.
Cheater.
So, like, you guys are acting like a bunch of men, like a bunch of sillies. You need to knock it off. Peter's all hot, hot in the collar. He's like, I've been through all this crap. I took your mini fusion reactor. I got my girlfriend back. She's with some other dude now. Got 2 children. I don't know how the heck that happened. He's like, all I want to do is hit somebody back. I want to, you know, clock all you. And Human Torch is like, flame on. He's like, you're going down, boy. And then, you know, out of nowhere, saves the day, Captain America. It's like, okay.
I don't know why the presidential song came out of nowhere, but let's keep going.
Anyway. So, you know, trying to have a counseling session, you know, with Peter. He's like, you know, I talked to MJ. She explained everything that happened, everything that you've been through. He says, you know, you should have came to us, man. Should have came to me. Should have came to the Fantastic Four. You know, we're your family. We're the Avengers. We're a team. You know, and Peter's like, you guys wouldn't have been fast enough. You just don't get it. She's my MJ. I'm her tiger. Blah, blah, blah. You know, and then, you know. And
that's right, Bob.
Just like, you know, Peter's been through a lot. Let's just leave him alone. Let's let him heal. He's going to, you know, solve things on his own.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So it goes back to flashback to Peter, you know, going back home that same day, talking to his roommate, going back to Aunt May. Just, you know, all the sadness he's been going through. Then it cuts back to the dark dimension. What's his name? Raymond gets revitalized. He's like, I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna finish this sacrifice. I'm gonna bring Wyatt back. I'm gonna become Wyatt, and I'm gonna incinerate New York. I'm gonna incinerate anybody that's in my path. And it says, to be continued.
That Scarlet Woman must die.
Yeah. And then, you know, if we're kind of wondering, you know, we hadn't seen Black Cat for a while.
Yeah, like where the hell she's been the whole time? You know what I mean? Like we could have used her help here. You know what I'm saying?
To, you know, a little wedding party date with him and Felicia. You know, and so she's like, you know, Peter, she said, you know, you get usually so choked up at weddings. I know you love weddings. She's like, you cried at Deadpool's wedding. She's like, you like weddings, Peter? She's like, let's just enjoy it, okay? He's like, no, those weren't tears. That was my allergies. And she's like, oh, come on, really? She's like, put on your shoes, Joy Boy. Let's go dancing. And then Peter, she's like, oh my God, the gifts. He's like, stop, thief. And he goes into full Spidey mode. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, whip. Chases the truck with the stolen wedding gifts. Corners the guys who stole it. Whip. He goes, there's those wedding crashers. Stops their car.
Wedding crashers.
Yeah. With this web. Apparently this is all taking place in Omaha, Nebraska. I thought was kind of weird.
A little bit.
So he finally catches does the classic Spidey, you know, rounds him up in a sticky web. Says, job well done. Wedding gifts recovered. And then this truck comes by. He's like, Peter's like, how do I get back to the wedding? And the truck driver's like, need a ride? So Peter comes back. He's all like disheveled. Got the bedhead. You know, Felicia's all like teasing him. She's like, man, you look like you just took a dirt bath. He's like, you know, believe it or not, I had to stop a thief. She's like, oh, should I be jealous? It's like, never. She's like, man, the length she'll go to, you know, avoid a dance with me, Peter Parker. She calls him Webbs. A little pet name for him. He's like, oh, Felicia, I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you. She's like, maybe next time. That was the last dance. Webbs. Like, but the night isn't over yet. He's like, how do you feel about stargazing? She's like, stargazing? She's like extreme stargazing. She's like, extreme stargazing. Okay, I'm all in. So they're all holding hands, and he's like, what was that last wedding song? And she's like, oh, you know, the song from Titanic, My Heart Will Go On. You would have cried. Like, okay, kind of cheesy. Did we really need that?
There's an extra story from the big 25 issue. You know what I mean? I thought it was cute. It was all right. You know, cute little story. Did we need it? No, but
You know,
it's still enjoyable to me. You know,
yeah.
I like Cat. You know what I mean?
It was kind of better than some, Batman stories.
What? It's Batman Day.
So yeah, that was
Nice.
that huge, thick issue 25. Yeah.
Huge thick man. I want to know where the JRJR drawing, what pages he drew. I mean, you could tell some of them,
Mhm.
but I really like this drawing, like Andrews and all that. Like I like like even from this page right here, the page you did, the first page, the MJ, like you know what I'm saying?
And with shit.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty
And-
cool.
Kill on Raven.
Yeah,
I mean, look at the and its eyes.
yeah. I
mean,
think
man.
yeah, that was a little bit of JRJR right there.
Yeah, definitely JRJR.
Yeah.
And I wonder who drew the centerfold Mary Jane.
You know what? Could be JRJR, could be Andrews. Because JRJR is capable of drawing like that too. He just draws differently in his own style. But
Yeah.
those two, that one and the other one, was pretty damn good drawings of her. You know what I mean? Being,
That's
you know,
probably
Mary Jo. You know what I mean?
made the issue for me. No,
yeah,
if Samurai probably agree.
he would have loved it. It was, he would love it. Now we need a poster. You know what I mean?
There you go. Yeah, you
We need
poster.
a poster. But yeah, man. Go ahead. Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a interesting issue. The whole story behind
She was thick, Mary Jo. She was very thick, definitely. Yeah. So on some of these pages, you can see JRJR's drawing right there with some of these pages right here. You know,
Oh yeah,
he was doing all that, but
yeah.
yeah, I think the issues. Okay, if you talk about the action and everything, it was a good issue. It was a good issue. It was well done. Obviously, we don't love the Paul thing, you know what I mean? But
No.
put that aside, just enjoy it. We know he's up to no good. We still don't trust you, Paul. You know what I mean? But you know, like this stuff that happens in the next issue. That's why I don't want to talk too much about this one. Till we get our overall analysis on this big arc and stuff like that. But like, you know, it broke our hearts. You know what I'm saying? Like MJ went somewhere else. There were kids involved. But did she really fall in love with this Paul guy? You know what I'm saying? Or is it just like the whole family thing? She fell in love with the family thing. It's family. You know what I mean? And it was just like,
family.
You know, she really loved Peter more. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, the whole thing we got in the past about responsibility. That's the one thing that confuses me about this run. Not confuses me, but kind of conflicts a little bit. That earlier stuff that was done, and then you start thinking about that, you know, and she was like, responsibility, Peter, you know what I mean? Like, then he couldn't call, like, she couldn't call him, and she's like, stop calling me, you know, we can't talk. Like it made it sound like Paul's controlling her kind of thing. Remember that?
I wonder if maybe he brainwashed her in some way.
Yeah, it was just weird. But in the next issue we'll find out a little more about stuff like that. But of course, we're talking like once we read this issue, what we were feeling. So like I said, some of the drawings was fantastic. The action was there. I don't know if Johnny Storm was still, after all their history, was still talk like that, and they still, because they always had that kind of love-hate relationship. Like, best buds at one point, and then they're fighting on another. That I believe, but like this level, the way he act, like, oh, you know, of course he's gonna defend his family. You know, he did steal, but I don't know if the family will act like that neither. They have a long history with him and stuff like that. So that's what I like a little bit. But you know, they're just telling the story, not us. So I let him tell the story. It's just a little bit different with the characters and would they really act and say that?
Yeah.
That's the bad part about knowing history of these characters. Like when you see stuff like that, you're like, I don't know if he would say it like that and all that. But we're nitpicking. That's what we do. But to give a grade so we can get to the next issue, I like this issue pretty well enough to give it a 3 point. I'll give it a 3.8. You know what I mean? Because almost a 4, because it was enjoyable, but not quite the 4. You know what I'm saying? Now that we're doing this different kind of 0.5, we're going past the 0.5. 3.8 because it was an enjoyable issue. The art was pretty damn good. Mary Jo was the man. You know what I mean? So 3.8 for me.
putting little Paulina in her place.
The loop. Family show.
So the two centerfold pictures, I would give a 10, perfect 10.
A 10, perfect 10. Or a 5, 5 backlog, 5 plus. You know what I mean? 5.69. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know. Whoa, now. I would say, come on.
Whoa. Yes. What grade would you give it? What you think of it overall, and what would you give it?
Man, I got to think about that. Could you give it a 3 point? Okay, so I'm gonna give it a 3.75.
3.75. All right. We'll get the totals a little bit later. So the total of where that actually lands, but that's not bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we did enjoy this issue. You know, like I said, there's stuff about it we don't enjoy. We don't like the whole Mary Jane, but it's a story. The guy's telling you a story. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people don't like stories, but I don't like it like that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean?
It's a little.
We don't know,
but
we don't like. It's looking like they separated them. You don't know if they're gonna come back together or not. Maybe they never will. You know what I mean? But they kind of did that to tell the story, I guess. You know what I mean? Even though she seems to be a little older than him now because she's been in this world for 4 years. So
right.
She's like 4 years older than him. It's like they were like close to the same age. Now they're not. That's kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
But keep on keeping on. Bobby De La Ghetto, give it a 3.5. Yeah, anybody read this? Like, we usually don't get a lot of people who read this. I guess Bobby did 3.5, which is pretty damn good score too. So he's up in our realms of enjoying this issue. But now we're getting to the dun, the big one shall fall. Who is it? Batman? He's the one that falls?
Uh-oh. John Stout's not here.
Oh, man. All right, let me put this aside. So
another big issue here.
It's a pretty big issue. This is the arc we all been waiting for. So, the conclusion. Let me get a quick sip. You know what I mean? We're not sponsored by Pepsi, but we should be. You know what I mean? How much of that I drink? Either that or Starbucks. But
or Comics on Coffee.
Oh, there you go.
Proud sponsor of our friend Bueller of Comics with Bueller.
There you go.
Anyway,
back to the show. Mary Jane and Peter's relationship been dead longer than.
Whoa,
wait,
whoa.
What? Bobby, spoilers, Bobby.
Turn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby. Shh. So, issue number 26, ASM Volume 6, Legacy number 920, guys. There goes that number. 920. Getting closer to the 1,000. You know what I mean? 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. So, 9 months ago, when this dude's like, decent grades. I see some talent in computer science. Still, Oscorp is an engineer firm. Miss, sorry I didn't see your name here. She's like, Kamala Khan, did I leave my name off my resume? So why exactly did you want to work for Norman Osborn, Kamala Khan? She's like, I've recently become aware of his work. I'm very interested to learn more about what he's doing here. I won't take no for an answer. So he's like, oh, I would rather not. He's like, sort of. I'll keep going. He's like, sort of, but have to warn you. Mr. Osborn works fast. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be quick, bro. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, oh yeah, I promise you, I will do whatever it takes. So you have like Kamala Khan here. You know what I mean? My homegirl Kamala Khan. You know what I mean? Up in the house, which a lot of her fans thought she was just thrown in this book just to be thrown in here. I always thought, I've known this is analysis for later on in the book, but I always thought I appreciated her being on it anyway. They could have done more with her. Some of the B titles should have been, instead of all that other Spider-Man stuff, they should have had a B title with her in the Spider-Man world and stuff that she's been going through to explain a little more. You know what I mean? Maybe like people will have feel for this comic a little more. I think that's the problem with this comic, and we'll explain more later. But I'm gonna keep going, keep on keeping on. And of course, the big title, The Amazing Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Zeb Wells, of course, the writer.
Yeah.
John Romita Jr. on the pencil, Scott Hannon the inker. You know what I mean? And blah blah keeps going on. I'm sorry, all the other people, the color and all that, but I gotta keep on keeping on. You know what I'm saying? So New York City now. So that everybody remembers that big storm hit again from back in the day is back. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, he's here, Peter, Rabin, the emissary, and he's like, and Peter's like, where are the kids? She's like, with Paul, that dude.
Man.
You know what I mean? Not too worry, Miss Watson. My team is looking after it. Them. I keep saying it. There's a reason why I'm saying it, but let me not spoil it right now. You know what I'm saying? But so we got the Gold Goblin comes out of here, try to help him out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because Spider-Man and his amazing friends. You know what I mean? He's got amazing friends. So and he's like, Norman. And he's like, this is our friend from the next gen universe. Over. Yes, if he wants you, he'll have to come through me. No arguments. I don't know why Norman has to sound like that now, but And Kamala's like, who are you arguing? And he's like, glad to hear that because I'm here too. And it's Miss Marvel's here. Dun, 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 dun. I don't think that's her theme, but we'll go with it. And he's like, can we pretend I said something cool? And Spider-Man's like, Miss Marvel. And MJ's like, guys, that jerk face is back. And he's like, you plunged the blade of decades into my heart. Decay into my heart. Decades, what the hell? It brought me death as it does all things, but what I was not afraid. I feasted on it, and so the decay took my life, but left a body prepared for a scared purpose. I am the Black Road, the vessel of Wyup. I will be reborn as God of Death. He's yelling, and Spider-Man like, you ruined my life, Rabin. I lost my girl because of you, ass. You know what I mean? Oops. This is prime time. I can say that. You regret coming back to my city. He's like, no, I am the man. I will take you on. You know what I mean? He didn't say that quite there, but I'm embellishing a little bit. You know what I mean? He's like, I will. And somehow he has a pain. He's like, so maybe be him. I would plunge the blade into the red one's heart because he used to want Spider-Man. But at the time, with her saving him and all that, sending him somewhere else, I guess when they touched whatever that thing is, went to her kind of thing. That's what I understood. So now she's the one he wants. You know what I mean? He's like, and become a god after I kill her. You know what I mean? So he's like, he doesn't say after I kill her, but I embellished a little bit. But he's like, and Norman's like, I heard enough. He slaps him like poof. Miss Marvel's right there. She's like, ditto. So where is it? Pow, bam, bam, bam. And he crashes into the thing over there, into the car. He's like, do you think you caught me unaware? That I haven't prepared this scared sight? Infect your wild with symbology? My equations kept in the glands powerful enough to bring forth life, and life is on the seed of death, and I hunger for death. Do you see now that your world is mine? And he summoned like a weird looking like Mexican style, not really Japanese maybe, a little both, Dragon Zord type dude. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Dragon.
Go, Power.
Yep. He's like, do you see now that your world is mine? She's like, holy crap, somebody should probably deal with that. Holy crap, Batman. You know what I mean? Norman, go get him. On it, keep comes open. I see communication. That's what he means. Keep come open. Whatever. I see you, Scarlet Woman. I see that you still wear my bindings. She's like, what was that? He said, your family doesn't belong in this world. Not even your precious Paul. Did he tell you where he comes from? Who he comes from? Yeah. So they flash back, this whole flashback thing. And then Peter's like getting in Paul's face. And he's like, I'm gonna like do a little fast here so you guys know what we do. So he's pretty much telling him Paul is a fraud because his daddy, you know what I'm saying, is a Raven kind of thing. You know what I mean? That's what he explains in the whole flashback. And they go at it, and he's like, you don't understand. I can't stand my daddy. You know what I mean? I got daddy problems. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm a little, you know what I'm saying? And he ends up punching Peter like, jerk face. This is my woman now. You know what I'm saying? You lost her. You took too long. Yeah, all it took was, you know what I'm saying? She got a new band. You know what I'm saying? And man. And he's like, man, you should have said something, dogs. You know what I mean? He's like, I tried, but you wouldn't let me. But MJ's like, yeah, bro, he told me. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, bro. You know what I mean? But, he told me. You know what I mean? And I know it's part of what makes him a good man. Sounds familiar? So now she's trying to compare Paul to my man Peter. I'm like, nah, son. You chose that little, you know what I'm saying? And now, like, all of a sudden, they're going to be like each other? No way. You know what I mean? Come on.
Man,
anyway, what happened? Oh, man. And he's like, who knew who Paul is? Try again. He's like, ha. The guy's like, ha. He's like, Paul is not the only thing that comes from an emissary line. You accept my binding red ones, binding that tender us across time and space, chains you held close to your heart, chains that have served their purpose. And he does some voodoo stuff like, you know what I mean? And all you do is you see the kids come out of the Mary Jane looking kid and the Peter Parker looking kid, and Paul's like, yo, what's going on? Oh my God, they're disappearing. Wait, did someone snap? Is it what? You know what I'm saying? Is Thanos here? You know what I mean? No, God damn it, Thanos! You know what I mean? Oh man, Bobby, they're stealing from Peter to pay Paul, or is that the other way around? Oh man,
that's awesome.
Oh man. So he's like, did you see yourselves in them? Did you think it was a sign that you should hold them tightly? She's like, what do you mean? I see your face. You know what I did. As I drew the children in the sand, I wiped them away. I brought your babies home. He couldn't have. Raven, I'm going to kill you! I'm going to kill you! Someone give me more! So she goes Super Saiyan. You know what I mean? Die! So pretty much MJ was never a killer until she became a mom. You know what I mean? I guess That's the story. More of the story is once you become a mom, you're a killer because you kill for the kids. You know what I'm saying? You see a boosh, and the dude
Boosh.
goes back because she's got those things. You know what I mean? That gives her powers, which I don't know if there's the same powers as her series with the Black Cat when she had these weird powers. I don't know where that came from. I
Yeah.
don't know if that was involved, but keep on keeping on. And Miss Marvel's like, wow, that was awesome. Raven is mine. MJ, you're the one he wants. Raven is mine. She says, we've got to be smart about this. You sure about that, Spider-Man? Da, 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 dun. I don't know why I gotta sound like that, but da, 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 dun. Fantastic Four. Kind of forgot their theme, so that's why I'm saying it like that. But why start now? So Ben's starting to be like, you haven't thought of anybody. Why start now? Kind of Ben Grimm thing. You know what I mean? He's like, Ben, that's not productive. Stop being a douche. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then Spider-Man's like, I appreciate you all wanting to get your shots in, but we've got a giant monster right over there. Any reason you're here talking to me? And things like just that one dummy. We wanted to make sure you were okay. He's like, oh. Ooh, I'm losing my voice already. Johnny Storm's like, maybe a thank you is more appropriate. Reed whipped together a flying car just to come help you. He's like, I'm sorry I didn't. Look, things have been well. I've been a good friend for many years. That's all that matters. That's what Mr. Fantastic says. He's been a good friend for many years, you know? And he's like, thank you. But yeah, that giant monster, we got it. Go. Great. I'll grab MJ. And where's MJ? And then, of course, MJ went to go kill the dude because she's mad because, you know, the kids, you know what I mean? She's like, the Scarlet Woman faces me alone. Mary Jo versus this dude. You know what I mean? Such a little sacrifice. I'm not a good little thing. I'm not a good little anything. Open wide. Damn it. And he's like, your symbols add up to healing light. That is an unreliable weapon. Then he grabs MJ. So she pretty much like ready to destroy the world because kids and stuff, you know, family. She did it for the family. So while the blade of decay needs only make a nick to your core, your spirit, and out of nowhere, hey, some big hand comes out of nowhere. Here comes Miss Marvel. She's like, Pat. You know what I mean? She's like, get away from my friend. Unhand me. I never knew MJ or her were friends, but okay. You know, and she's like, we can be friends, right? Oh, there you go. She asked her. And that was too close, MJ. And your powers are too unpredictable. You got to get out of here. Absolutely not. And he reasons with her. He's like, if he gets you, he becomes a god, floods the world with blood, remember? She's like, but look, you didn't give me a choice when the shoe was on the other foot. You got me there. And she's like, what about me? That's what Kamala says. If he gets his hands on MJ, the entire world is his. You can't let that happen. Then I won't, she says. Go, I'll hold him off. Peter, it's Norman. So Norman's communicating and stuff, and he's like, this big Dragon Zord Japanese Mexican looking thing, you know what I mean? He's putting a number on us. You know what I'm saying? He's going crazy over here. Let's go. He's like, meaning on the quantum level. He's like, what the hell does that mean? It's like, damn it, got me. Support scramble drones. And then Johnny Storm's like, we got you, Osborn, coming in hot and orange. So they do that little blasting. You know what I mean? And there goes the thing. Big heavy rock dude just flying out of nowhere, right in his eyeball. You know what I mean? It's a crack. You know what I'm saying? And then back to Jerkface. You know what I'm saying? Wyatt. Well, the guy trying to be Wyatt. You go ahead and get up, but fair warning, I'm gonna sit you right back down. So Peter ain't having it. Spider-Man ain't having it. It's like, no, Sunblood. Wyatt is impatient. His power grows inside me. I can see the future lay out in snapshots. The red woman pierced by my blade, dying in your arms. You sure you might want to look closer? And he whacks him. Kapam, boom, beep. You know what I'm saying? To get to her, you have to go through me. Wow.
Oh.
And he's like, and that's not gonna happen. He's like, space and time opens before me, and then it already has. And he's like, no. And Raven just disappears because he's got powers like that, you guys. You know what I'm saying? And Spider-Man's like, Mary Jo. You know what I mean? Spider-Man says the symbols hold some form of quantum information. Norman Osborn says, and Reed Richards like, just like any form matters. My team is trying to translate them now. That might not be necessary. Reed says, what do you mean? Look out! So you got like something's happening and all that, and here's Ching, and language never dies. They evolve in a true mutation to the fly-up. We can skip translation and move directly to read, honey. This is one of those times where we've talked about whatever you're explaining, just do it. He's like, right. I talk too much, bro. Nobody knows my science stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nerd. You know what I mean? So he's like, Johnny, think you can scorch the symbol onto the friend's head? And he's like, Reed, you're still that weirdest guy I know. He's like, I love it. Yo, Ben, I think we might be done here. What you mean? Not sure these stuff. He's like, hey. He grabs Ben. You know what I mean? Try to get him out of there. You know what I mean? Because that big Dragon Zord, Japanese, Mexican looking thing, you know what I mean? He's trying to, they're trying to get him down. And then see MJ going, what? Right there, like, what? What's going on, bro? You know what I mean?
Wyatt Pinata.
And then Wyatt came out of nowhere. You're like, hey, here's Wyatt. You know what I mean? So, watch out. Watch out.
Here's Wyatt.
And then Miss Marvel gives him a good slap in the face, like punch in the face and stuff like that. And it's like, hey, move. I promise your boyfriend. And she's like, Spider-Man is not my boyfriend. I'm just like, why are you like so like NJ? Why are you so like you're gonna marry this guy? Like back in the day, you married him too. You know what I'm saying? But you want to move in with this guy, and also he's not my boyfriend. Okay, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't think she knew who they were, but okay. So she's like, all right, you're not my boyfriend, whatever. Whatever. Anyway, Giants down Spider, we're doubling back. I need eyes on MJ now. We're on it. What are you doing? And that's what MJ says. And Kamala's like, he can come from anywhere. We've got to split up. I'll try to distract him. Trust me. Don't stop running. Promise me. She's like, okay, all right. And then the Goblin and Fantastic Four, whoever thought you would see the Fantastic Four team up with Norman, but there you go Goblin. I got a visual on MJ, and she's running, and then we're going in, huff, 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 huff. Alone again, and then he comes out of nowhere, and she's like, oh snap. She's like, that's fine with me. Let's do this. So she's all mean. It's like, yo, this time I'm gonna whoop that ass. You know what I'm saying? It's like space and time lays before me. I am behind you, and it's already done. And all you see is, and see MJ looking like her face is like, oh, like, boom, just stabs her right there. But we all feared MJ was gonna die in this end of this arc, and it's happening, guys. It's happening. MJ looking like she's fading away, man, fading away, and she's like, and he's like, it is as I saw it. The sacrifice is made. And she just see MJ like, I tried. I did it for the kids. I did it for the family. You know what I mean? But she was ready to destroy the world for the family. You know what I mean? A fake family. You know what I'm saying? But the ceremony is complete. And Spider's like, no, MJ. Oh God, you were Mary Jo. What happened? You know what I mean? It's Spider-Man. Talk to me. And Wyatt was like, I am become Wyatt, the god of scab and bones. The world is mine to slaughter this. Blasphemy priest. This greater. He's like, no, I'm your loyal servant. I brought you the Scarlet Woman. He's like, liar. No. And MJ's like, ha. He starts fading away and turning into some weird ass skeleton kind of thing. Pretty decent. You know what I mean? Drawing. And she's like, got him. Ha. Wasn't sure I could still do that. Mary Jane, please. And all of a sudden in the back you see Peter? And who is that? Peter? So all of a sudden you see MJ with the Fantastic Four and all and the Goblin and stuff. I'm like, what's going on? And then out of nowhere, guys, my heart is broken. It wasn't MJ, which I was fearing. We lost Miss Marvel, guys. Miss Marvel, I've been working with Spider-Man. Guess I don't need this anymore. She took the mask off. And he's like, Kamala? Oh, God. And she's like, I'm so hungry, not healing. I think something's wrong. Please stay with me. Peter says, please stay with me. She's like, Peter. He's like, yeah, what is it? Did I do good? She's like, Kamala. He's like, Kamala, you did great. You did so good. You know what I mean? She's like, I'm glad. Because good is, it's not a thing you are. It's a thing you, you see her die.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of emotional. God, give me a minute. Okay, I'm done. Let's see everybody like really sad moment. And MJ's like, Peter. And Peter's like, she's like, he's heartbroken. It's like, and of course, Norman, instead of saying something cool, he's like, that's Kamala? Kamala was Miss Marvel? She was interning, she was watching me, she was. And Peter's like, she was being a hero. Because that is what she was. And Paul, that freaking bitch, yeah, poor guy, Mary Jane. And she's like, Paul, the kids, they are. He's like, no. She starts tearing. And she's like, oh my God! She's totally forgot about Kamala Khan. Because these damn fake kids, you know what I mean? Goddamn fake kids. And then while she's moping over there with the kids that weren't kids, real kids, the Fantastic Four, everybody mourning over the loss of Kamala Khan. And you see the Spider-Man emblem there, and you see Kamala Khan's Miss Marvel symbol right there.
Yeah.
God forgive me, guys. I'm choked up right now. And then right away, there's a little memorial comic coming for the Miss Marvel universe. As everybody mourns Kamala Khan. Here we go. Friends Fallen, which was a pretty good book. It was a pretty good read right here. The Death of Miss Marvel. I don't know if you read it, but it's pretty good. And of course, the next one is Spider-Man 27. But guys, I can't talk right now. I'm devastated, man. Tom, take over, man. I can't. Take over, man. What did you think of this issue?
Yeah,
I need a minute.
it was action packed. It obviously it tugs on your heartstrings. Because one moment you're thinking, oh my God, MJ's gonna die, and then you realize it's Miss Marvel. They pull out, Zeb Wells pulls out the rug from under you, and decides to end Miss Marvel's life, and just kind of like shocked, and it hits hard. But definitely action packed like the previous one. Definitely a lot to think about for sure. No.
Pour one out for Miss Marvel. A moment of silence for Miss Marvel. I guess she's dead for good. We're never gonna see her again. So yeah, it's gonna be a while for me to get over that. You know what I mean? Miss Marvel, she was my thing right there, man. I loved her. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. All right, man. So what you think of this issue overall? What you think of the action? And the grade?
Yeah, I definitely like the action. Definitely pretty cool to see, you know, Mary Jo kicking some butt again.
Very true.
I would have liked to have seen Paul get his butt kicked, but you know.
He should have been the one at the other end of that.
Yeah. But, you know, as our friend Bueller would say, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
So, overall, I would give this issue, as far as backlogs, 3.5.
All right. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Not as good as the last issue, but yeah. I thought
Oh, go ahead.
no. Oh yeah. So I thought it was a decent issue. Like you said, a lot of action, stuff like that. It's kind of weird how he went down. You know what I mean? It's like he got the wrong one. I don't even know if he would get the wrong one if he wouldn't, but he was suckered. You know what I mean? Kamala Khan, like I said, I wish they had more issues with her in the Spider-Man world, like what she was doing in the Spider-Man world, like little adventures. Like they did have the little I think it was 2-issue arc back in the dark web issues and stuff, which was pretty good. They did pretty well on that with those issues. It was like it felt like Miss Marvel issues if you read any of the ones in the past. There should have been another mini series and stuff like that, helping this main series for more people who don't know about her to get more feelings with her. It was more like she was just thrown in there and eventually used, and then they, you know what I mean? I just think like they could have utilized her a little bit more, but she didn't have her own book at the moment, and she's like, you know, now she does, but which was a pretty good book. Wait, she comes back? Wait, what? 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 But yeah, man. So I enjoyed the book, but I think I'm agreeing with you. 3.5 with a grand total. If you analyze everything all together, between all the other ones, you gave it a 3. I gave it a 3. So the grand total will be 3.69, dudes. So yeah, it was decent. Like I said, we enjoy these issues better the second read. Like they are well written. They're good. They're good stories. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us, it's hard to get past that whole thing with the MJ, but you got to get past it to let Zach Wells tell you the story. You know what I mean? Who knows where it lands? You know, everybody assumes editorial is the one that stretches things. But well done. And the reason why they decided to use a Spider-Man to take out a certain Miss Marvel, because for whatever reason something happens, and we'll discuss it in a minute. But 3.69 goes. I hope everybody enjoy that. Anything else you want to chime in before we go into the, you know, what we like to do the best? You know what I mean?
Well, kind of makes you wonder, the 2 children that had just appeared out of nowhere. It makes you wonder if they actually are real, kind of like when Scarlet Witch, made her 2 children. Kind of makes you wonder, who their real parents were or are, or
If they really were children.
Yeah.
He did say they brought them back to their world, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He drew them in the sand. So it's just like he drew like the closest to the essence of them kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if essence is the right word, but like I said, they looked like little MJ and looked like a little Peter Parker. You know what I'm saying? So we knew it. There you go, Bobby.
Yes.
Smells like
Mephisto.
Mephisto. It's exactly who it was. Oh man, that son of a gun. But yeah, who knows where they go after it. I still feel like this Paul guy, there's more to the meets the eye with that guy. He's he's not like his father. Oh, whatever.
Oh, they made
me. I still don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? But now we're gonna move on to our favorite segment. But before we get there, our next issues will be the next two issues will be Amazing Spider-Man number 27, Legacy number 921. We got Doc Ock coming back. So pretty interesting. There's some people think this was a little wacky, but I kind of enjoyed the little arc. You know what I'm saying? It's a 3-issue arc. We're not covering all 3 issues because we like to do 2 at a time. And then, of course, Amazing Spider-Man number 29. So that's the next 2 issues we're doing. We're not doing it next week. There's a special event next week. It's my lady's birthday. So anybody who sees her, next Saturday is her birthday. Happy birthday early to my wife, Maria. Happy birthday, love you. Can't wait to enjoy the day with you. I did take the day off for her, so we're gonna have a ball and all that. Happy birthday. Bobby says a solid 4. I keep forgetting that Bobby's read it. So yeah, anybody else who read it, give us a score. I forgot he gave it a 4. But yes, Maria's birthday next. That kind of a funny Doc Ock cover. Yeah, it is. The way they drew it, he's kind of funky in it, but it worked for me. It worked for me. You know what I mean? And Ed McGuinness is back. Like, I heard some people didn't like Ed McGuinness's art in this too much. I loved it. We loved it in the last Dark Web, the way he drew Venom and all that. And
a little history on that cover.
This one right here?
Yeah, that one. That is an homage. I think they call it homage to the classic ASM issue. I believe it was 19, which I have, but which I regret getting rid of.
It's all good. It happens. He's got Spider-Man and Black Cat. She's back, guys.
Yeah, except Black Cat wasn't there in issue 19.
Yeah, she wasn't. She wasn't even created yet.
But yeah, don't quote me on that. But I think that's what the.
Too late. I'm quoting you. Oh man. But yeah, man, guys, that was the issue. Okay, I'll see it now. So Bobby agrees. He sees it. It. Well done, man. Well done.
Yeah.
So
Sam, would we be proud?
He would be. But guys, you know what time is this? You know you want it. You gotta have it. Show and tell, that beautiful sight up in the house. My man Tom, you want to go first?
Sure.
All right, so I'll give you the floor.
All right, so I got this interesting, kind of looks like a Conan science fiction meets space book. Supernatural thrillers featuring the Valley of the Worm. This was from our friend and a member of the Portland comic crew, Sleepy Reader, Damien.
I'll do it. Once you showed it, that's got to be Sleepy Reader right there, man.
Yeah. And I got some really cool classic issues of Defenders. We have a special appearance. Defenders number 20. Cool cover. It's clever.
Nice.
Another Defenders. them fighting against Nebulon, issue 14.
Nebulon.
You had a cool Hulk, Doctor Strange, and Submariner.
Sweet.
Issue 7 of Defenders. It actually has a pretty cool cameo with Hawkeye and cool. Picked up an issue of Incredible Hulk 136 with Zeron, the Starslayer.
That's a nice cover right there.
Yeah.
Classics.
Oh yes, and the reverse. I call them the Reverse Avengers Squadron Sinister. The Defenders against them, which I thought was sounded pretty cool. Issue 13.
Bobby's loving it.
We've got Defenders 16, which is really
Bobby's loving the eye candy.
We got Magneto in the blob.
On the blob.
And you gotta represent Batman Day. And I got this I think it's
Batman?
Bait in a Bat Trap.
Nice. Oh, classic covers.
But
nice. I love some old school Batman.
There's more Batman.
But wait, there's more.
So for Batman Day, there was 2 special like free comic book day. So I've been trying to collect the Batman and the Joker, the Deadly Duo. So this is a special Batman Day.
Sweet.
And
I hope my guy has that because I forgot to ask for it. I know I ordered it, but
the art in this is just freaking awesome. I mean, the detail.
Phenomenal.
Like the Joker, Batman.
Nice.
And then we've got another Batman Day. This one is Batman and Catwoman, Gotham War Prelude.
Sweet.
And some of the art in that.
I think that one just came out, so that's like a reprint or a second print or something of that, right?
Catwoman? I believe so.
Could be wrong.
Catwoman and there's a good Catwoman right there, boy. Right there. Ooh, boy. And they had the comic book shop I go to, they had 20% off graphic novels. So I thought this looked interesting. It's Batman Ego and Other Tales by Darwin Cook. And it says it says all this and more can be found within the pages. It's a Batman Ego and Other Tales. It's a collection of pulse-pounding stories featuring award-winning writer-illustrator Darwin Cook. And I thought, some of the art looked pretty cool and interesting. Kind of like old style.
Sweet.
And then you got the kind of classic, like Batman animated look style. And then you got the gallery. Because Batman has a great rogues gallery of villains.
Yep, he does.
Yeah, I picked that up.
Where's John Stout when you need him?
So wait, there's more.
Wait, there's more.
So I decided to. I realized I didn't have any Howard the Duck, and I thought it would be great to maybe delve into some Howard the Duck.
Nice.
So I picked up Howard the Duck 7 from the Oven It Rises.
Nice.
And then I got an homage to, the Walk of Shame, Spider-Man No More, but it's Howard the Human. A Fell No More.
Oh, that's cool.
And then we've got Howard the Duck, Master of Quack Fu.
Nice. That's like what's his name? Shang-Chi?
Yeah, Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi?
And I also got a really cool Daredevil. I'm a fan of the Marvel Masterworks. It was half off instead of $50.
Oh,
55.
what issues that has?
It is 12 through 21.
Nice. I see
Got a
there's a
little
Spider-Man cover in there.
little bit of John Romita.
Goodness right there. Yeah. Nice.
Origin of Kazar, and there's Spidey, Enter Spider-Man.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's sweet. That is pretty hot right there. Bobby says, recently completed that Howard the Duck run. Nice.
Really? Oh wow.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. So that's good?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great show right there. Great covers. A lot of old school stuff. I don't know if I have many old school. A lot of stuff that I'm gonna show is modern, but phenomenal haul, bro. So I guess I give myself the solo layout. What's up, everyone? But yeah. So I'm gonna show my books. So we just talked about this earlier. So I had to bring it out. You know what I mean? Of course, The Fallen, The Death of Miss Marvel. I got it. You know what I mean? I read it. It's excellent. Nice little read. Nice little. G. Willow Wilson. She did a part in it. I forgot what. Yeah, Wade did. Wade's part was pretty good. Beto Ramos drew something in here. Pretty cool. So this was good. And of course, the next one is, of course, the Hellfire Gala. Who's that? At the Hellfire Gala. This probably might be the book of the year for a lot of people. Phenomenal read. Stuff like that. A lot of stuff happens. And that's all of a sudden Kamala Khan in the Hellfire Gala. Is this where she comes back? What? She came back? I thought she was dead. Wow. So apparently she's an X-Men now. Spoilers. You know what I'm saying? We would have known. Dang, we were crying earlier for no reason. Look, she's right here at the Hellfire Gala. Great cover. I love this cover. And of course, I had to show on the Iman Vellani's new series.
Nice.
Miss Marvel, the New Mutant. This is the A cover. I think I picked up the B cover somewhere, but had to get me a copy of it. I haven't read it yet. I do want to sit down and read it, and really enjoy it because I love me some Kamala Khan. She's one of my favorite modern superheroes next to Miles Morales. So loving me some Kamala Khan, and Kamala at the gala. Say that 3 times fast. You're right, Bobby. You're right. Keep on keeping on, guys. Like I said, like I promised earlier shows and stuff, I'm gonna show my haul for the week. The first time I show my haul in maybe over a year. Yeah, I got my thing right here, so I'm gonna just throw this. It's not in any order. It's just randomly. It's a big stack, guys. A big stack. This is the first time I had this kind of stack in a while, but you know, Christmas for me was yesterday. I got these yesterday. And of course, Venom 25. Venom. Ramvy's not writing it no more. Stuff like that. This fantastic cover. It went off the rails. It's I love Venom, so I'm still gonna enjoy it and reading it. But it hasn't been great. Venom has been really good since the Donny Cates run and all that. The run before that. A lot of people not digging. Some issues are awesome. Some issues are not. I think I'm a couple of issues behind this one, so that's not too bad. You know, over the summer I did fall behind. Even my Marvel. What happened?
Price coming in November for Venom. Should I
Venom? What happened?
Something involving Black Widow, maybe? Maybe taking a couple of Venom?
Oh. Black Widow's Venom. Oh, there you go. See what I did there? Black Widow Venom. Of course, Chip Zdarsky is not in the Daredevil no more. It's Saladin Ahmed, which I like this Miles Morales run. So
digging that cover. I gotta pick that up.
Cover's fantastic, Mr. Fantastic. This is our legacy cover 662 already. So yeah, man, it's pretty cool. JRJR right there. That's it. Guys, JRJR cover the Daredevil. He can draw, man. He can draw. Herm, turn around. The thing figure around behind you. He's in timeout. Yeah, they all are. All three of them are now. You know what I mean? Like, I had him facing the right way, and then he busted his ass. And then I can't get him to stay forward anymore. So he's like mooning everybody, just like Black Cat is. And but keep on keeping on. The contest of chaos continues in this Venom annual summer. Number 1, Venom and Deadpool, which I don't know what issues are all of these. I know I got a couple of them. I have to go back and see if they have a table or something, or where I could get them on, because I know I have a couple of issues of this. They brought that back out. People be like, why did they do that? But you know, it happens. Keep on keeping on. The whole Darth Vader 38 with the Dark Drone Saga thing coming up. I think I have issue 1 of Dark Droids, but I didn't get the rest of them. Maybe I'll get them a little later. But I'm always gonna get Darth Vader. You know what I mean? Darth Vader is always good. Whoever's writing it, always good. And I'm gonna go back and forth. Like I said, this is not any kind of order. Of course, I had to have some Batman and Robin. You know what I mean? Apparently, this is a spec book now. Like, my guy was out of it. I don't know if any of the stores were. But, yeah, he sold out quick in his store. But I had it in my poll. So, Batman and Robin, the exciting new chapter begins. So, Williamson writing that one. Keep on keeping on. This is Star Wars number 38. The Dark Droids. And the droids is like the assassins is like choking them all up. Like, yeah, I gotcha. You know what I mean? And keep on keeping on. Back to DC with some Looney Tunes. I've been picking up the Looney Tunes lately because I love Looney Tunes as a kid. So when I first started getting comics again, I should have got it from that time. But because I saw this was number 274, so I saw a high number. I was like, I don't know. But I was like, might as well just pick it up. Why not? Old school. Pick it up and just Porky Pig right there, Daffy behind him. There's a monster back there. You know what I mean? And he's like, lava! Why is there always lava? He's running like Indiana Jones.
Jones, yeah. So
awesome. Might be a homage cover somewhere. Some more Batman, but this is Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries 12/12. You know what I'm saying? You got the Batman Beyond. You know, McGinnis is up in there. You know what I'm saying? Terry McGinnis. All right. It's a nice. Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. You know what I'm saying? So, I got something Epic 5. I ain't gonna lie, I've been stacking them. You know what I mean? I hear how good it is. So, stacking them, hopefully. What happened?
Love that cover.
Yeah, they've been had some hot covers in here. That's probably another reason why I've been picking them up. Very fancy. Keep on keeping on. The Walking Dead. They're up to number 70 of the coloring Walking Dead. It's in color, guys. Used to be in black and white. My man Robert Kirkman, he's the man. You know what I mean? Love him. Still haven't caught up to this number 70. These are quick reads. So I'm hoping for Halloween, for the month of Halloween, I'm gonna grab all these issues and just from the beginning all over again and read them all. I love The Walking Dead, one of my all-time favorite shows, and the comics pretty damn good. I read the first compendium, so keep on keeping on. I Hate Fairyland. This is the volume 2, number 9. You know I'm gonna get me some Scotty Young goodness right here. You know what I mean? You got the girl right there and all that with the knife. Love me some I hate Fairyland. The first volume was phenomenal. So I gotta read. This is why I don't do my hauls, because a lot of these books I haven't read yet. I am caught up with Creep Show. This is the second volume, number 1. Creep Show comes out. I'm gonna get it. Get Creep Shows. I'm ready to go. Tales from the Crypt, but that's something else. You know what I mean? That's not Creep Show.
Right.
Close. Horror Fest has started. Yes. Batman Beyond. Yes. I'm picking up those annuals too. Yep, me too, Bobby. And of course, some Kelly Thompson goodness. The Cold, number 2. I did read number 1. It was pretty damn good. I enjoyed it. Kelly Thompson is awesome. Anything she touches, I love. You know what I mean? For me, you know what I mean? Kelly Thompson could do no wrong. So, there's an artist, there's a writer for everybody that they can't do no wrong. You know what I mean? So, she's mine. Some Scott Snyder, Charles Soule goodness right here. Undiscovered Country. I kind of stopped reading this. I issue 15 or 16, so I'm kind of behind. I gotta catch up because they took a hiatus, then they came back, and then they took a couple more months off or something like that. But it feels like it's been a while since it come out. They'll keep on keeping on. I hope Tom's still with us. I'm almost done with my haul. I told you it's a pretty big haul. I got Wesley Snipes, The Exile.
What?
Yeah, Wesley Snipes, Whatnot Publishing, number 6. It's kind of wacky. I think I read up to 4 so far. Still don't understand half of what's going on, but I still kind of enjoy it, stuff like that. So I'm probably gonna do a reread to kind of freshen up. But keep on keeping on from Dynamite, Darkwing Duck, Negaduck. So you guys gotta know, I'm gonna get me some Disney afternoon characters. I'm always gonna get them. Yeah, man. Negaduck.
Nice.
What happened? Mm-hmm. So keep on keeping on. This one I'm a couple of issues behind, but the issues that I'm caught up with, I am caught up. It's just the summer, the last couple of months, I haven't read much anything. Maybe some Marvel, and that's it. And I'm just trying to read the omnibus. But House of Slaughter 17, a lot of people like, oh, I don't know why they do that and all that. People are still buying it. That's why they keep coming up with it. My man James Tynan, one of my favorite writers. I enjoyed the House of Slaughter stuff. I enjoy the world, the whole something's killing the children world. I'm still enjoying the main series. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know why it's coming out anymore. I don't know. Because guys like me like it. You know what I mean? Sorry, guys. That's why it's coming out. I mean, guys like me like it. And then we go back to Dynamite. It's some Gargoyles, number 9. Love Gargoyles. One of my favorite things. Everybody see I'm collecting the toys and stuff, the NECA toys. Mm-hmm. And I just picked up her. I think I showed her in the last show and tell. So Angela, Goliath's daughter, stuff like that. And Demona. And keep on keeping on. Love me some Gargoyles. Red Goblin number 8. I'm still getting it. I'm not loving it. A lot of people are like, there's people that are liking the Red Goblin. I kind of like the Gold Goblin when it was out, the miniseries. I'm on and off with the Red Goblin, but right now I'm gonna get me some Red. I'm a fool. What you want me to do? You know what I mean? Come on. And of course, some Miles Morales action right here. I'm a couple of issues behind this one. Like I said, anything during the summer, I'm probably behind. I think I read up to 8. I enjoyed it. About to read 9 and then now 10. But I'm not too behind Miles Morales, but love me some Miles Morales. This run is actually excellent. This is probably the run Ziglar is doing that people say is the better Spider-Man going on now. But the Zeb Wells run is not that bad, guys. It's not. We covering it right now. It's just people don't like the MJ stuff. The MJ Paul, the whole thing. You know what I mean? But keep some Benjamin Percy action with the Ghost Rider 18. I'm actually enjoying this. This is a solid run. I love that. What's his face? I'm drawing a blank now. What's his name? Um, Johnny Blaze. Wow. So the whole Johnny Blaze thing, and Danny catches my Ghost Rider, but the whole thing when he's running around with the girl and all that with the powers and stuff, sometimes things gonna happen, with the girl and the guy, stuff, but it's actually been pretty damn good, that Ghost Rider. I've been enjoying it. I think I'm one issue behind that one, so which now 2 because this is 18. Keep it on. The Incredible Hulk, number 4. Yeah, what's his name? Johnson doing it. You know what I mean? Oh man, love it so far. I don't love it. I like it. I've been liking the run so far. So I don't know if you've been reading the Hulk, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. Not bad. That's one that I'm a little bit caught up on. A little bit. I think it should be on. Like I said, it's gonna be it should be on everything. And then last but not least, I finally finished, guys. But World's Finest Teen Titans Con. I haven't touched a DC book much this whole summer, but I had to get me some Teen Titans goodness. It's the world's finest cover on, and Mark Waid is a great writer, so I like Mark Waid stuff. So that's my haul, guys. That's finally first time I showed my haul in a long time. You know what I'm saying? And I have to get some bagging boards because I ran out of bagging boards. Can you believe that? How do you run out of bagging boards?
I hear you.
What kind of collector am I? You know what I mean? So I have to put it back in the bag so I can keep it neat. Actually, I'm gonna leave it out. I gotta scan them. I'll be scanning kind of like what Old Wolf does. He's like click, click. You see the whole click. So that's it, guys. Almost 2 hours into the show. A couple of comics, a huge show and tell. But we do this because we enjoy it. You know what I mean? Why not? What are you gonna do, right? Like my man Peter says, right? So keep on keeping on. Let me bring back. I'm here like I'm by myself and shit. But let me bring back Primetime Tom. Let me take a sip. So anything else you want to add before we leave?
No, that was awesome. Great haul there.
Thank you. One of my biggest hauls in a while. Usually I have I dwindled it down to 10 or 12. Anybody seen my early videos? That was ridiculous. I'm never gonna get back to that. But not only is expensive, but I wasn't reading them all. You know what I mean? It was hard to. Even back then when I had a little more time. But yeah, man. So we're doing good. Horror Fest is going on. PCP, Pop Culture Philosopher, and Vernal, Bladder Chatter, and of course Dylan's Horror Show, usually Saturday nights. They're doing the little Horror Fest things. Great job. Thank you, Bobby. Thanks for being here, Bob. It's been a while since you've been on. Be here all day. Like I hope you definitely enjoyed it. I definitely enjoy everybody in the chats. Thank you so much for being in the chats for both shows. Whether you're in it for a little bit or a lot, I always appreciate if you're watching this on the rewind. Thank you so much. I don't know if he's gonna watch this, but my man Taqi was on the Flame Phable show earlier. He finally made an appearance. I kind of wanted to try to get in there so I could talk to him while he was on there, and it just didn't happen. But Flame Phable show will continue on the YouTubes with a bunch of all my awesome buddies. You know what I mean? Man Stu, Dr. Doom's fan club with his Wednesday show with Steph and stuff like that. Of course, you have Manny, Nerdtastic News, always doing his thing. Nick Comic Culture, he's always doing his thing. He was here earlier. You know what I'm saying? I said Phable. Steph is everywhere. You know what I mean? He's doing his thing. You know what I mean? If I always feel like I forget people. Brother Joe, you know I didn't forget you. Brother Joe! There was a Mary Joe. You know what I'm saying? I probably no relations. You know what I'm saying? But, you're never forgotten, Brother Joe. I'm wondering if you could even, maybe you try to be in the chat. It's been a problem. He hasn't been able to get in the chats. I wonder if he still has that problem. I'm gonna have to talk to him. Hopefully, we can get that situated. Maybe somebody knows something. But Tom is going backwards over here, and as I wrap up the show,
My phone is running out of juice.
Oh yeah, we're talking too long.
There we go.
Don't really plan on going 2 hours every time, but today was fun.
Yeah, it
We
was.
had we both had a long show and tell, so we do this to have fun. So of course, the next 2 issues, like I said earlier, number 27 and number 28,
Wait.
back in a couple of weeks. We'll be back, probably a couple of Saturdays, probably around the same time, 8:30 p.m. East or 8 o'clock, around there. You know what I mean? I think that's been the best time for the both of us, because sometimes he's busy or sometimes I'm busy. And then Sundays, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I go see my mom. Football season is here, so a lot of the Jets are playing at 4:30 against the Cowboys, so my mind's gonna be occupied. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he said he's having problems getting the chats. Damn it. Figure that out somehow. You know what I mean? Get Brother Joe back in the chat. It's kind of like what Instagram did with me. YouTube's doing with him with my show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's up, YouTube? I know I didn't block him. So he's not blocked. I checked the back streets and everything. We're going to figure that out, Brother Joe. We're going to figure that out. But till next time, guys, Station. Peace out. What's a doomsday clock? I have no idea. What is it? You know what, Tom? You know what a doomsday clock is? Because it's kind of like a backlog rose. I don't know what the hell that is either. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea. Like this says, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Ding, ding, ding that bell for notification for future videos. Until next time, peace out. Paul's a jerk. Forget that guy. We hate him. Boo Paul. Boo Paul. Boo Paul. Boo Paul. Boo Paul. Bleep, bleep, boo Paul.
Boo Nick Spencer. No.
Wait, what? We're still here? What are we still doing here? What, after credits? We got another after credits? What the hell's wrong with us? What is going on? Bobby, did you ask for extra credits?
Bobby do that?
I don't know. What's going on?
Are we having an after Batman, after Spidey show? What?
Batman? Who's
What?
Batman? What?
Batman?
What? Batman? What? Wait, what? Wait, what? What? Where?
What?